Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. I'm so excited for this video. We are going to be testing out the new Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush collection. So I got the whole bundle luckily, and it comes with the 6-pan cheek palette and 3 lip glosses. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click the bell right down below. We're just gonna go right in and get started. So I also recently got the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess collection palette, so the highlight and the eyeshadow, so I figured we'd test those out along with the blush and the glosses. So first up, I'm gonna go into the eyeshadow palette and use this eyeshadow palette is like a So Me palette, neutrals, little bit of color. So I'm gonna zoom you in to the eyes, and we're just gonna go on and get started with this beautiful Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess color palette. That's what this is called. And I love the packaging. You can see it's like embossed and you can just feel it. So that's how all the packaging is. There's a little bit of raisedness to it. So let's zoom you right on in. So I've zoomed you in on the eyes, and first up I'm going to go in with this Clio shade right here on a big fluffy brush. So this is a Morphe GH30 brush. Just take that and just go all over the eyelid just to kind of get a color down. Just looks a lot darker. Probably could have gone in with the Hestia shade, but this one walks. Just go all over, especially if you do it lightly. It's not too deep of a color. Next up, I want to go into this Persephone color, so this little darker brown color, and take an M441 brush, just kind of start deepening in that crease. Just to really get that color all in. Like so. And go in the other eye, do the same thing. This can be a little bit messier than like other shades just because we're gonna take some other shades to really blend it out. Next up, I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M433 brush, so it's a smaller fluffy brush. I'm gonna go into this yellow Harmony shade. Just take a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of blend on top of where that Persephone shade was. Just to deepen up, but also it deepens and lightens at the same time because you're adding a layer on to the brown, but it's a softer color and lighter color, so it kind of lightens up above but deepens the crease, if that makes sense. Just kind of really focus it on the upper part, and you can bring it down a little bit, but really focus it. Trying to decide. I think I want to try out this Aphrodite color. It's this nice plummy color, and I'm going to take an M456 brush, so this tiny fluffy brush that's a little flatter, and focus that on the outer part of the eye first. And then bring it into the crease to deepen up that crease and get that nice plum shade. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love it. It looks so much prettier on the eye than in the pan. Like, it's just a very pretty color. I want to try the blue, but I think if with the colors I've been using, if I do the blue, it will look like a black eye. So I'm not gonna go into the blue this time. We'll try a different color. Like the coppery colors or something. And take that again. And bring it into the crease. And then I'm gonna take that Aphrodite shade on a flat top brush and just bring that below the waterline. Let it go. These shades in this palette are so easy to work with and they're so pigmented. Focus. And I'm going to go back in with the brush we used for the Harmony shade and just kind of blend this out. I haven't added more color yet. I might, but so far it's blending out pretty good without adding any more of the Harmony shade. And then I can't decide. There's so many pretty shimmers. I'm gonna swatch them for you. I'm gonna swatch and see what they look like. So these are what some of the shimmers look like. They're very coppery, but this one kind of has like a duo chrome color. This is the Iris. Look at it. Some shades it looks pink, some it's coppery. So I think I'm gonna go with that one because it just is intriguing to me, the duochromeness of it and just how it comes off differently. So I'm just putting some on my finger and just going all over the lid. There's a little bit of fallout with this, but sometimes it happens to me when it's the first time I'm using a palette, so it's easy enough just to lightly brush it off. But this is such a pigmented glittery shade. And then go back in with the M456 that we used for the Aphrodite, kind of blend it along. And then I'm going to take just a flat top or flat rounded brush just to get into that inner corner really good. Right here. We're going to use a different, like for the real far inner corner, but just to get that on. So that's the eye look with this palette. I will do lashes and mascara in a little bit. Actually, I'll do lashes real quick and come back, and then we'll move on to the face products. So I zoomed you back out a little bit so that we can do the face. So I'm going to put on a little bit of bronzer. So I'm going to use my favorite one, which is the L'Oreal Bronze Please. And this is the shade 3. This is a E33 fan brush from Morphe that I'm using. I love using a fan brush lately to put my bronzer on. It works so good. And I put on some Lily lashes in the style Gaia, which I really like. They're a thinner band than the traditional faux mink lily lashes, or the mink lily lashes. Oh, yeah, so I like them better because I like a smaller band, because I don't really like to do liner on my top lids just because I have such small eyes. Too much liner actually makes my eyes look smaller. So, yeah. So now the next part. So the main purpose of this is this blush palette and the glosses, of course. But this blush palette is so pretty. It's got little moons. You can see they're raised. So pretty. Love it. So there's 6 shades in here and a big mirror. So there's, it looks like 4 mattes, a really shimmery one, and this kind of has, it's like a matte shimmer mix. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, not so much. Like you could probably have it come off as matte, but I would say like true, if you're really looking at it, It's 4 mattes. 1 mix matte that has a tiny bit of shimmer and 1 true shimmer. So I'm going to swatch these all for you and we'll decide which blush I want to put on my face. I might mix some. So what Manny does. So Manny is the owner of Lunar Beauty. He's a YouTuber. So there's Pink Moon. So it's nice, pretty pink color. Light pink. Next up is Twilight, which is like an apricot color. Ooh, that is so pretty. That is definitely a color I like. It reminds me of the ColourPop No Vacancy shade that I love. Next up is a dark rosy mauve color called Spacey. Ooh, that is pretty. Get a little bit more. It's Spacey, so like a dark one. Next up is Soleil, which is the shimmer shade. Ooh, that is pretty. That Soleil, you can see it's a little bit of shimmer to it. Next is Stargaze. Ooh, that's pretty. It's Stargaze right there. The Soleil almost is like a mix to me between Stargaze and Twilight, like the undertone shade. It's so pretty. And then finally is the deepest shade, Gravity. So it's this nice brown toned blush. Looks like that. That's so pretty. You almost could do an eye look too with this because you could use these darker, matte shades to really make it, and then use the Soleil to be like you're all over the lid shade. So those are really pretty. I think what I'm going to do for the blush is mix the Twilight and the Soleil because I love shimmery blushes. I also like matte blushes, but I love an apricot-y orange blush, especially for summertime. So I'm going to show you. There's a little bit more fallout and it's a little more dusty with the shimmer shade than the matte shade. Usually that's because a shimmer shade you don't press down as much or else it can start to crumble. So I'm just gonna put these. Ooh, that is pretty. I really like that. You can see the difference between this cheek and this one. It's just so pretty and just has the slightest bit of shimmer. And I really just push down once, and that's how pigmented this blush is. Like, this blush palette will last you so long because it is so pigmented. And I'm just using a Morphe E4 brush, nice angled brush, what I always use for blush. I'm going to go back in with that fan brush. I just always do this to make sure that blush is really blended. That is so pretty. I love this blush palette. And these are the first Lunar Beauty products I've ever tried. And so far, I am so impressed with Lunar Beauty. I've really been impressed by most YouTubers' makeup brands just because they really get it, because they're reviewing makeup all the time and they really understand what people want in makeup, which I really like. So I zoomed you in a little bit so you can really see these highlights. So this is the Greek Goddess highlight palette. It's so pretty. And once again, it has mirror. I don't know if all of his palettes do, but I'm loving them. So I'm going to swatch these so I can figure out which one. So this is Harpy. Ooh, that is pretty. Holy cow. Holy, that's Harpy. Wow. It's impressive. This is Muse. Looks like so. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. That's Muse. Next up is Siren. Ooh, that's like a nice darker highlight. That's so pretty. Next is Phoenix. So pretty. Looks like a rose gold color. Yeah, that's Phoenix. So it's more rosy, but there's definitely some reflex of gold in there. Next is Medusa. Ooh, that is pretty. That is Medusa right there. It's like a nice gold. And the final color is Sphinx. It's like that on the finger. These are so pigmented of highlights. Holy cow. That is Sphinx. That is pretty. All of these highlights are so pretty. You can use them all over the lid if you wanted to. And I'm going to go in with Muse on the face. If you notice, I didn't do inner corner highlight beneath the brow bone because I knew there were so many highlights in this palette I wanted to try out more. So I'm going to do Muse on my face, and then I think I'm going to do Medusa. So Muse all over the face, this one, and then Medusa on my inner corner and beneath my brow bone. So I'm just going in with a Moda brush. It's like this. This is one of my favorite ones to highlight the face. My hair out of the way. Let's go in. Oh my goodness, that is pretty. I do love a nice goldeny highlight. Complements my skin tone so well. That is so pretty. And this side, oh my goodness. You can see, like, that is crazy how pigmented that is. Beneath the nose, the Cupid's bow. So pretty. And then I'm going to take just a tiny brush into Medusa. Go into the inner corner. Oh, that's pretty. Lately, like an everyday, I've been loving just putting whatever highlight I'm putting on my face, or sometimes a lighter highlight, just in the inner corner without any other shadow on, just to make my eyes really pop. And then sometimes I'll put it beneath the brow bone as well, just to make my brows pop a little. Holy cow, that's pretty. I'm gonna go with the finger just to tame it down a tiny bit. That is so pigmented. I love it. I love a pigmented highlight. I am really liking all these products. So I'm going to zoom you out just a tiny bit, and then we will look at the glosses. Okay, so now we're going to test out the I'm going to show you all the glosses, and then we'll decide which one to put on. Oh, this is so cute, this packaging. It's a little Manny MUA signature on the side, and it's got like this, like triangles and stuff. It's so pretty. So this is the shade Celine. Ooh, it's like this nice glittery, and I love this like diamond at the top. It's so cute. So this is Celine. It's like this pretty, like just shimmery nude. It's so pretty. That is gonna be pretty on like any lipstick. And it doesn't feel sticky on my hand at all, which I really appreciate, not having sticky glosses. Next up is Moon. So it's this nice nude gloss. Ooh, these smell really good too. Ooh, that's pretty. It's the shade Moon. So it's just this nice true nude shade you can use to lighten up any color you want, or just have it be that color. And the final shade is Starlight. Ooh, it's like this pinky, rosy color. Ooh, that's pretty. Looks like it has a tiny bit of shimmer. So that is Starlight. That is so pretty. Definitely very pretty glosses. They all work together very well. So these are the 3 shades. I think I actually might swatch them all on my lips just to show you what they look like by themselves nothing else. So I'm gonna go in first with Starlight. So pretty. So this is like a nice color gloss just to like enhance the color of at least my lips, because it's a very similar color to my lip shade, and it's not gritty at all. You go like this, doesn't stick. Like, you know, some glosses when you go like that, you'll just have like lines of the gloss sticking. That annoys me so much, but this is nice. Doesn't, I like it. Okay. Next up is Moon. So this one, to me, feels the most like opaque, has the most opacity to it than the other ones. Yeah, see, that has a lot more opacity than the Starlight shade. And it just lightens my lip color a little bit. I like that. That definitely will look really pretty, especially with, oh, where is it? The Laura Lee Los Angeles Nakey. Like these two together. Oh my god, that would be the prettiest combination, because they're very similar in color. So it's not gonna change the color of Nakey too much. So I think maybe they were working, like, being like, ooh, this one would go really good with this one. They are best friends after all. So, I think I might try that one out sometime. And lastly, the Celine gloss. So I think this gloss has been with other collections that have come out or by themselves, but these, Manny said, are permanent glosses. So, and he sold out so fast, especially the bundle. And I was fortunate enough, I went on the site a few minutes early. It was just refreshing, and it popped up like 2 minutes early or something, and I got the bundle. I was so happy. This is the Celine shade, so it's just the perfect, like, shimmery gloss. This doesn't have any grit at all, even though it has, like, you can see even in the tube, like, how much glitter and how shiny it is. It's not gritty at all in the slightest. I really like this. So I think I'm gonna put a liquid lipstick on and then put this gloss on, because I really like this shade. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. So this is the completed look that I get using all of these Lunar Beauty products. I would honestly recommend any of these products. I know it's gonna be probably a few months before the blush palette and the 3 lip glosses come back into stock, just because Manny had to order all of the stuff to remake it because it sold out so fast. And all of the other sites that do sell Lunar Beauty have also sold out. So whenever they come back into stock, get them if you can. They are amazing. I love these glosses. They're not gritty at all, and they're just really nice. So I ended up going with, on my lips, the Laura Lee Los Angeles Topless shade in her liquid lipstick, and then put Celine over the top, and I think it is a beautiful combo, which I really like. And I just added a little bit of mascara to blend in the falsies, but I am loving all of these products. Blushes, the highlight, the eyeshadow, everything was so pigmented, so easy to use. Like, you don't have to use that much of the product because it's so pigmented, which is nice because it means these palettes are gonna last you a while. So just get these products. I love the Lunar Beauty products. They're amazing. I'm really happy I ordered them. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Check out my Instagram. It's m.hartman5. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.